I don't know about you, but when Helldivers 2 released a year ago, I immediately felt compelled to buy it. Not in small part because of the obvious inspiration from the Starship Troopers movies and the over-the-top humor. So, minus $40 later, there I was wearing my Helldivers suit and spreading democracy and liberty while showering in the entrails of agonizing Terminids. Welcome to the Games for Dad series. In these videos, I review games not in the traditional sense, but more from a GamerDad point of view. Meaning, I will be focusing on answering questions like how long before we can start enjoying the game, given how little time we have on our hands? Can the game fit in our busy and probably chaotic schedule as family man? Will we be able to play the game with our friends or maybe kids even, without worrying about online toxicity? Is the game worth investing our money in? And last but not least, does it have scummy monetization? Let's dive in. Literally, the game has one of the lowest threshold for beginners to jump in. After the mandatory 5-minute tutorial covering the core mechanics, you will be ready to join your fellow Helldivers. The gameplay is very simple. Select your gear, choose the difficulty level, select a mission, and Helldive. For gamer dads with very little time to learn a game, this is perfect. We don't have to grind hours on end to enjoy the game, the default gear is good enough against most enemies, you will not need to upgrade to get through the first 4 levels of difficulty and even higher if you are really good. But you will probably need to put in a decent amount of hours before you can safely try the higher levels of difficulty. As gamer dads, our gaming sessions can be as short as they are rare, and again, Helldivers 2 delivers on that front. A mission will typically run between 15 to 45 minutes, so with the risk assessment of the time available, you can choose accordingly. I typically reserve the 45-minute missions to those occasions when my wife is on the phone discussing Love is Blind with her friends. But regardless of the duration, every mission, every minute spent delivering democracy to ungrateful insects and robots feels fun and satisfying. If you complete a mission, you get rewarded with XP, in-game currency, super credits, and medals that you can use to level up and progress the war bonds. That's the case even if you die or fail to extract. In the rare occurrences when no toddler peed in the bed and your significant other didn't decide that you battling 2 bile titans with your fellow Helldivers was the perfect time to show you the new dresses she ordered, you might successfully extract with samples that you can then use to upgrade your ship, unlock stratagems and various enhancements. The cherry on top? All the war bonds and all the unlockable items are available forever. Therefore, you can play at your own pace without the fear of missing out on limited time events or season passes, unlike a certain FPS franchise. And since the game does a decent job to balance out the weapons, you don't feel penalized playing the game after a long break because of your real-life obligations, like vacation, travel, and other family events, even if the meta has changed in the meantime. First and foremost, for a dad, the game is rated M, so it is obviously not suited for young children. But Helldivers 2 is built around the idea of cooperation and teamwork, making it perfect for me to play with my very real friends who live in the same city but whom I only meet 3 times a year for some reason. But even if said friends are as available online as they are offline, it is perfectly fine to play with randoms. I have never played a game with such a healthy community. In my hundreds of hours spent delivering democracy with friendly orbital cannons and eagle strikes, I have never encountered one toxic player. Probably because unlike a certain FPS franchise, this game encourages cooperation instead of competition. The only PvP happening here is you accidentally killing your teammates or vice versa. but since it is usually inconsequential, it will just result in apologies and laughter before the next dive. The game is priced at $40, which isn't much in today's gaming landscape. But given it is a live service game, one could wonder why it isn't free like so many other similar games. And the answer is because Arrowhead Studios made the conscious and ethical decision to charge you for the purchase so that they don't have to implement weird, annoying, and exploitative monetization strategies. In Helldivers 2, you don't have season passes and skins and packs and other crap you have to buy to play the game decently, unlike a certain FPS franchise. Instead, you unlock items by progressing war bonds, which you can buy with super credits that you can either collect during missions or buy from the store. In short, there is nothing compelling you to spend more than the initial $40 for the game. Spending your time or your money, the choice is all yours. But the game is rewarding either way, so thumbs up from me. Arrowhead Studio found the perfect balance between chaotic gameplay, fun, and chill progression. And given the fair price, decent monetization, and amazing community, this game is ideal for all gamer dads out there. It gets the GamerDad approved stamp. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some sweet liberty to spread. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me in the comments about your achievements for Super Earth.